Welcome to the Obviously Rare podcast. This is a podcast that represents a nation of people who understand that we are not like the rest, that we don't mind separating ourselves from the pack because we are aware the way we move, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we articulate ourselves, the way we carry ourselves from production to going to work, the way we approach our careers, the way we approach life as whole. Baby 250 gemstones, we are in the building. It's obvious that when y'all come over here that y'all expect the best out of me, and I appreciate that. Y'all expect me to act a fool, which I will. Y'all expect me to be professional, I will. But when I do these podcasts, I want y'all to leave with something, right? And the main thing, get yourself right with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? And outside of that, there's always something I'm trying to give you, some type of gems I'm trying to leave y'all. And today, I got a story that's gonna force me to give y'all a whole bunch of gems, because this little nigga gal, this little nappy-headed Negro, I'm talking about a woman now, I'm talking about a black queen. She needs all kinds of gems. She needs rubies, she needs emeralds, she needs sapphire, she needs diamonds. This heifer thought it was a good idea to twerk on a disabled man. I'll be quiet, give y'all 5 seconds to let that settle. I'm gonna say it one more time. 19-year-old woman decided, she's a she's a caretaker, and she take care of a disabled patient. Her patient is disabled, and she decided to twerk on him and videotape it and put it on TikTok. Caretaker, nurse, twerks on a disabled patient, records it, and uploads it to TikTok. I give y'all 5 seconds. Lord have mercy on us. Let me pull this story up. How y'all doing out there, baby? Are y'all handling business? I know you is. I know you is. We got no choice. You got no choice. I got no choice. We got to handle this business. This is according to blackenterprise.com. Article written by Candace Edwards. Georgia teen arrested for twerking on disabled person's head and posting to TikTok. A 19-year-old was arrested for exploitation of a disabled person. Other charges are pending. Let me see. Police have arrested 19-year-old. Now, I need y'all to really be patient with me. I need y'all to understand that I went to one of the worst schools in Sacramento as a teenager, Del Paso Heights. Shout out Del Paso Heights. Shout out Grant High School. North Sacramento holding it down, the nutty. Public schools don't really help us with being literate. So I'm very articulate now, but that wasn't because of public schools. It's because of post high school. So give me a time. And to be fair to me and the public schools, these little black girls got some messed up ass names. Y'all bear with me. Lucrecia, Lucrecia Carmassa, Kormassa, Carmassa Koyan, Koiyan. So I don't know if she's African. I believe she's African. I think she's mixed. Lucrecia is a African American name. Carmassa Koyan, that's African. Okay, so police have arrested 19-year-old Lucrecia Carmassa Koyan in Loganville, Georgia, for allegedly dancing provocatively on disabled patients and posting the videos on social media for views. Walton County Police are charging Koyan with exploitation of a disabled person. The charges stem from TikTok videos posted by Koyan. In one video, the young woman stands above two disabled men while gyrating her black ass hips. She also sits on one of the patient's heads. Lord, what's wrong with this broad? In another video, the home health worker dances with her legs open as she seemingly squats onto an unclothed person in a bathtub. The person appears despondent. Now hold on. This is another big word. Despondent. Hold on, put that word in. Y'all bear with me. I'm learning too. I'm not a know-it-all. I know a lot, but if there's an opportunity for me to advance, to expand my vocabulary, I'm gonna do that. Despondent, adjective, in low spirits from loss of hope or courage. She grew more. This is an example. She grew more and more despondent. So in low spirits from loss of hope. Oh, so they're saying that the patient was lost of hope. Is that the person, so in other words, they're saying that this person is miserable. Low spirits due to loss of hope and courage. So she's twerking on the person that's nearly given up on life. Okay. Both men are reported to be patients in an in-home adult daycare program. It is unclear if specific qualifications are required to become a caregiver or if Konyan is qualified to care for disabled individuals. Let's look down here. Loganville Police Chief Dick Laurie spoke to Channel 2 about his visceral reaction to the video, saying, "When I watched it, disgusted is the only word I know." The Loganville Police Department did not specify how the suspect was identified, but discussed the process of taking her into custody. She was brought to the police department, went through the booking process, and booked at the Walton County Jail, Laurie said. Police are considering additional charges against Koyan, pending further investigation to the video involving the unclothed person. This is what really did it. I don't think it was too bad that she was twerking on a patient. Maybe she's trying to give him, because that's actually pretty popular. A lot of the patients are in hospice. A lot of these big booty nurses are going up in there, just trying to see. The black woman solves all of her problems with her big behind. She think her big behind gonna solve everything. So she said, well, these men, they're old, they're about to die. Why not shake it, put a little ass on them, So, but I think because he was unclothed, she's taking advantage of a naked man, right? So that's probably assault. Let's see what kind of charges they're gonna give. While both police and social media users have expressed their disgust, Konya defended her actions. Look how this heifer defends her actions. She defended her actions, stating the men were not nonverbal and could speak. The implication was that the men could give consent, though she did not explicitly state this. She also posted a video in which one of the men appears to ask for a hug. Konyan states that angles play a big part in the perception of the video and that the allegations of sexual assault by social media users are unfounded and inaccurate. He seems very aware and comfortable, she said. She defended herself. Once again, if you guys want to check out this article, it's blackenterprise.com. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this obviously rare podcast commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why you brought your behind here. Listen. I love black women. I'm going to make this very clear. Black women are so fine. Africans, Caribbeans, Spanish blacks, Afro-Latinos, any type of black. I love black. I love the skin, all of that chocolate, all of that melanin, all of that attitude. But I believe there's a time and a place where all that sexiness, all of that chocolate booty, all of that cocoa puff between your legs, baby, that doesn't solve everything, right? And black women, I do have to say, before I jump on Miss Koyan, Miss Lucretia, I just have to say this about black women. They will brighten up your day. I'm gonna give black women, especially ghetto black women, but black women just have this energy like they're just always lit. They're just always on go, right? Always lit, always on go. Meaning that they'll twerk in the grocery store. They will do the little TikTok videos. I mean, I think all women do it, but black women take the cake when as far as expressing. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Black women are never afraid to express themselves, whether they're angry, whether they're emotional, whether they're freaky. They will express themselves any and everywhere. If you're feeling down, I'm talking about not all black women, but most black women. If you get around a black woman, her spirit is always up. She's always ready to get her back blown out. She's always ready to get some money. She's always ready to crack jokes. She's always ready to fight. She's just this. Black women have this energy, and I think that's this energy. They have them big chocolate breasts and that big behind. They make great lovers. They're just always passionate and expressive, right? But with that being said, black women, everything I said, I believe is absolutely accurate when describing black women. Like I said, the attitude, the gyrating, the dancing, they're very expressive. But there's a time and a place, you black heifers. Let me tell y'all something. First off, look at this girl's hair. I'm going to leave her video been up the whole time on this podcast, but look at her hair. Her hair is toe up from the flow up. And side note, I'm going to get to Miss Lucretia. I've been doing a lot of research about when the black women be putting all that glue in y'all hair. Why y'all put all that glue in y'all hair? There's a lot of tutorial. It looks nice when y'all do it, but that glue gets all sticky in y'all hair. Y'all, whoo. Even when they don't. Now she looked like she got a pile of dog crap on the top of her head. It looked like a German Shepherd. Looked like somebody knocked her out. She laid out on the lawn and the German Shepherd just took a shit right on her head. What's all that glue? That has to be glue. She looked like she got hit with a power line. Her hair is fried like bacon. You understand what I'm saying? It's fucked up. And I'm trying to understand, black women, y'all beautiful, right? Nothing wrong with getting yourself some hair. Is there an easier way to get some hair? A lot of women, the sew-ins cost a lot of money. Well, hey, if you gotta get a sew-in and bypass all this crap, because I'm seeing that women have that little wig, it's like a glue-on wig or a sew-in wig. It's just a lot of work just to get some hair. Why don't you just get your hair, just comb your hair out, get it pressed, or get some conditioner. You know, there, to my understanding, too much heat to a woman's hair, any woman's hair, is not good. It can damage. You ain't gotta bump it all the time. You gotta put heat all the time. But come on now, look at her hair. It's a hot mess. Moving on. Going back to black women as a whole, there's a time and a place, and Miss Lucretia should have known that twerking on a naked patient and then recording it, that couldn't have been a good idea. See, in order to be great, we got to make great decisions. And this heifer putting her big chocolate booty all over a patient who was unclothed wasn't a good idea. And she defended herself. She said, hey, they can speak. If they didn't want my chocolate ass all over them, if they didn't want me to record them, they could have said something. Now, going back to the beginning of the article, they're disabled. So I don't know specifically what their disabilities were. But she said they can speak. And then she posted a video of one of the patients they wanted a hug. So wait a minute. Is there some validity to her story? Is there some validity to this ratchet black queen story? Because if the man was so offended, why did he want a hug? You know why that patient wanted a hug? Because black women, they look good and they feel good. They feel amazing. Most black women got that wet. Now, I didn't mean to get all, I didn't mean to get all descriptive. I didn't mean to get all graphic, but black women are great lovers. Black women are, once you hit that spot, all women are good. Like Asian, black, I love all women. They all nasty. But the black woman, she just, her curves, she's so easy to handle. You could just hold a black woman, just ride off into the sunset. And they said that, well, she expressed, and she showed the video, he wanted a hug because look, this disabled man couldn't believe that he's getting some chocolate ass on bouncing on him. He's like, I'm disabled. I never thought in a million years that, you know, a cute little black girl gonna give me some play. And here's the thing. This is why I'm going back to what I said in the beginning. A black woman's energy will brighten up your day. Now, she went overboard with him, with the other patient being naked, but the one that gave her a hug, she brightened up his day. I believe there's other ways you could have brightened up his day, but she said, come on. Because most women, they understand that men, I guess they have concluded that men don't care about them as individuals. They don't care about them as human beings or just sexual objects. To be fair to the men, most men think of women as sexual objects because y'all act like sexual objects. Y'all don't do nothing for a man. Y'all won't cook. Y'all won't watch after the kids. The kids cry 2 times and you ready to throw that little mofo over the building. You got an attitude because your husband wants you to cook. Your boyfriend wants you to cook. Your fiance wants you to cook. So there's like, well, damn, they don't do anything but be on TikTok and show their titties and ass. This how men view y'all. That's how they treat y'all. And the women have concluded, well, they're only treating us as sexual objects. The only way to please a man is with my mouth, my breasts, or my vajayjay. So she said, well, I can't really communicate with this disabled man other than putting my boobies in his face. And that disabled man wanted a hug. There was another story of the black nurses twerking on the men in hospice because they're on their deathbed. They ain't got much to live, and they wanted these men to go out with a woody, right? They want these men to go out living their best life. And that's one thing about black. They will get on your damn nerve. Like this woman doing this right here, that'll get on somebody's goddamn nerve. Like you're doing too much, right? But at the end of the day, black women will keep your spirits high, and they will always buck the system. She knew damn well she was supposed to be twerking, but she did it anyway because, like I said, black women love to express themselves. And she said, what a dying man, what else does he want? He can't buy no cars, he can't get clothes, and she didn't want to see these sick old men going out sad. She's like, well, this is probably the last piece of behind he will ever be around. This is probably the last behind he will ever touch. And them big booty black nurses, they went in there and let them old men who are dying grab on them. Damn. I'm pro-black to a degree. If y'all know me, y'all know now. I love all women. Oh, does race matter? Does color matter? My favorite color is green and blue. That money, first off. And before the breasts and a woman's mouth and her behind, respect and obedience. That's sexy right there. You know what's sexy? When I'm trying to plan for something and my woman helps me get to that point. How about that? You know what's sexy? When I'm down and out and my woman's able to use her intellect. She's able to use her wits. She's able to use her knowledge to hold down the castle until the king or until God repairs me. You know, with her help, with God's help, Christ's help, the Holy Spirit's help, until all of these factors are able to help me get back on my feet and I can take control and make her life easier, and I can spoil her and kiss on her and protect her. She's holding it down when I'm in the well. I'm in the abyss. I'm in a spiritual abyss. That's what turns me on. A woman that's inspirational. Do a woman's mouth, breast, and behind, is that very important? Absolutely. How about that? Because women are sexual objects. They're sexual property. That's why we work so hard to get them. That's why we work so hard to get y'all. Women that you listen, yes, you're very beautiful. You are the creatures of beauty. Fine. From your heels to your G-strings to your thongs to your bras, your perfume, your mannerisms, your posture, your bat in your eyes. Women, oh my God, you're soft, you're weak, you're jiggly, you're curvy. Yes, sexual objects, sexual property. But outside of that, all the elements, other elements that make up a woman: caring, inspirational. That's what's going to get me a woody when I leave here, knowing that this woman that's been with me when I was down and out, she watched me rise from working at Burger King, and now I own 7 Burger Kings. How about that? She watched me slave away at my books. I'm going to be an engineer, civil engineer. What's the engineers that work on the rigs? The engineers that work on the oil rigs. All kinds of engineering, computer engineers. She sat there and watched me struggle and fail an exam and take the exam over again and watched me get F's. She watched me get A's and continue to elevate and elevate. She was there when I was putting in my job application. She was there when I was doing my internship. She was there when I felt like giving up, but she was there to tell me, hey, everything's gonna be all right. That's sexy. Now I'm on my deathbed and I'm able to look at this beautiful woman in her eyes. We're all wrinkly and old. I'm able to look at her and say, baby, thank you. Thank you for being there. That's sexy right there. I'll take that over a woman twerking. Now, if an inspirational woman is not by my side and all I have is a big booty nurse twerking on me, I'm going to take that twerk. I'm going to take that twerk. I'm still a man. I don't know how much time Miss Lucretia is going to get. I'm not sure, but I know she's definitely going to do some time. So, y'all let me know. Y'all flood my comments. This has been another fun and an informative podcast. I love doing these podcasts. I love getting y'all spirits up. I love making y'all day brighter. Knowing that I made y'all day brighter makes my day brighter. So, or your night, whatever time you listen to this episode. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. Those of you who have been rocking me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. Tell somebody about the podcast. Tell somebody about the channel. I really, really appreciate y'all. We got to get this channel movement. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can so that we can grow. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Miss Lucretia twerking on disabled patients. 250 capital G. Obviously Rare Podcast. I'm gone.